Hey guys, on today's video, I will be talking about which publishing path is best for you. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary Long. I write underneath the pen name of Emmy Elizabeth. I have a self-published children's book called Miss Snowball's Friends. The link for that is down below. And I am currently working on an adult urban fantasy and LGBTQ. I think I messed that one up a little bit. Sorry. Tried to ramble those letters off. But today I will be talking about what publishing path is right for you. Okay, I know there's been multiple videos done about this, but there are several publishing paths. Now, I will put a disclaimer. This is just general thing. Not saying that you have to do this. Just putting the options out there as a basic overview, by the way. Now, if you want me to get more specific about the options, comment down below. Alrighty. Now, there are multiple routes. So many ones to take. Which one should you? Okay. First, pretty common, traditional. You got your traditional route to publishing. Okay, this is the one where you get all those big time fancy publishing houses that pay for everything for you, editing to cover design, well, kind of marketing, smidge, because, you know, newbies, we're at the bottom of the totem pole. Okay? We're at the bottom. So, the top dogs are going to be the ones who get all the big time marketing. Okay? Throwing that out there. Now, this is when you also require an agent. What is an agent? Now, a literary agent is someone who basically acts as the middleman between you and the publisher. They help negotiate the contract and making sure your voice is heard. And they are the cheerleader for your books. You, as the author. And they do not get paid up front. The only way they make money is if you make money. Simple as that. They get a small percentage of what you make. Now, any, and I mean any, agent who says you need to pay them up front, huge flashing red sign, sprint the other way. Because, not good. Now, to get an agent though, you have to make what is called a query letter. Consider your query letter like a cover letter when you get any other job, right? Like you have a cover letter, you have a resume and stuff like that. Now your resume is like basically your synopsis. Oh, synopsis. Synopses are anything but fun. They're really not. Depending on the agent, depending on what their guidelines are, and make sure your number one rule with querying an agent, follow those submission guidelines to a T. Don't think, I'm an exception. No, you're not. Sorry, hun, to bust your bubble. But you ain't. So, follow the submission guidelines, to a T. And so this way, you are that much closer for the agent to actually look at you. Because if you don't follow those submission guidelines, it's like automatic, see ya. Okay? You want them to at least look at you. Now, I can go into more detail about that in another video. But basically, you query the agent and you get like however many rejections, and you finally land your right one, and then you go on submission, which is basically like the same thing as querying, but the agent is basically querying the publishers. It's a big long process. But, you know, hopefully you get picked up and everything is basically squared away, but you need to also still take care of most of your marketing. That's why author platforms are a good thing. Just saying. Now, let's go to the other side. Self-publishing, which I have done a tiny bit of. I'm going to say tiny bit. Okay, self-publishing a children's book is not much. But there was a lot of curveballs around the bend. Alright, so self-publishing, it's all on you, dude. All on you. You have to hire the editor. You have to hire the cover design. You have to do the formatting. You have to do everything. Which means all that cost is on you. Up front and personal. All on you. Which is why it's a good thing to come up with a budget. Just saying. Then, you gotta pick your platforms. Okay? There's Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Kaboo, I think it's called. I hate it when my mind blanks. There's another one. There's several others, but basically you do that platform, and you also have to go by their guidelines, because there are guidelines that they have as well. And you also have to consider, you know, what the readers expect, and you also should not think that you can do everything yourself without some professional help. Just saying. Unless you're a professional in that field, go find some help. Because you gotta think about this. Your book is gonna be beside traditional publishing. They have professionals that do all of that stuff. So you gotta remember, you gotta stand up to those big boys. So if you can't stand up to those big boys, you ain't gonna sell. Just saying. Now, let's go down the middle. Hybrid. That's what I'm aiming for. That's why I self-published a children's book. I'm not going to try and traditionally publish the same one. No. Because they ain't going to do that. Unless you can sell thousands of copies as a self-published author to try and pick up the same book as a traditionally published author, no. It ain't happening. Because you have to prove yourself. That's why I'm doing all my little side things as self-publishing, because I know it's probably not going to traditionally publish. And on my main bulk of my works, I'm going the traditional route. So I'm going both ways, but all my little side stuff will be self-published. My main bulk, my money makers, are going to be traditionally published. Hybrid, doing both. Now, let's talk about indie presses. Now, for this one, having an agent is yes and no. Some require, some don't. Just depends. Now, an indie publisher is basically a smaller publishing company. And more than likely, you won't get an advance on your book like traditional publishing. It's just a smaller platform. It's just smaller because they're probably independently owned. And so, yeah, they do help cover all the costs of your book, but you may not get an advance. You probably won't get an advance. That is an option. I've actually thought about that before myself. Now, there are self-publishing companies that can help you. They offer bundles, like the editor, cover design, all that stuff in one package, basically. Now, that's also going to be a thing. Big red flag. Vanity presses. They've tried to get me before because they seem really good on the outside. It looks so pretty, but on the inside, not so much. It's like a deadly dagger on the inside, okay? They're not gonna take you thousands of dollars because most of the time, they're thousands of dollars. They're not just a few hundred. No, thousands. Okay? You don't need to do that. And they say, yeah, distribution everywhere. No. They say, yeah, we'll do this. No. They'll make themselves sound like your savior. No. Sorry, that went my light. But don't go in the vanity press. Page publishing. That's a vanity press. Shoot. Starts with D. But that's one example of a vanity press, is Page Publishing. They are vanity press. And I do hear the advertisements everywhere. And guess what? Don't. I love you too, baby doll. Sorry, my kid is also coming around. Welcome on here, say hi, you might as well. Hi. Life of a mom. Innovator. Hey, I'm gonna say sorry for the interruption. Apparently this video is gonna have interruptions. I'm sure other mamas can understand what just happened. Okay. But back to what I was saying. You don't want to pay up front to a company, especially $3,000-$4,000. When someone's asking that much money and telling you XYZ and then some, go the opposite way. Because it's normally not worth the price by a long shot. And so just don't. But those are some basic ideas of publishing paths. Now, you gotta think about what you want out of your book, baby. You need to think about what your needs are as an author and what you expect from it. Okay? One of the reasons why I want to traditionally publish my big books is because, one, hardcover, I'm doing hardcover, but yeah, I can do that with self-publishing. But also, I want my books in Walmart stores. Yeah, I know. Some of you are probably shaking your head like, why? I love you too. But I'm from West Virginia. I live in, little rural West Virginia. We have one Barnes & Noble in the entire state. One. Okay? There are tons of Walmarts. Okay, think about this. One Barnes & Noble versus between 40 to 50 Walmarts. And to me, when I think of being successful, is being able to go to a Walmart store and see my book on the shelves. Not Barnes & Noble, but Walmart. Sorry, my child is being my child. That's all there is to it. You roll with the punches. But, you know, that's what I want. That's why I'm choosing traditional publishing, because I know they can get those books in that Walmart a lot easier than I could. That's why. So, you need to think about your reasonings. What do you want? What do you envision? And go from there. Alright. That's it for now. I apologize for the interruptions. And the light failure happens.
Bye.
And don't forget to subscribe. Ring that little bell, and I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.